Lukman Adeni, while handing over the CNG buses to the National Association of Polytechnic Students, said it took long for this to happen because of the delay in the transition to the newly elected officials of the National Association of Polytechnic Students. As a note that due to their struggle and effort in the administration, he was able to convince the leadership of NANs that even though the leadership is going, they can reserve one of them. When the new leadership come around, they can hand over to them. And it was obliged to as they hand over the key to him. And since that very time, he waited patiently to see the transition process concluded so that he can hand over the key to the persons that win the election.
As at that time, he about to hand over. So the leadership of NANs argued that they will not give NAPS. But because of our stake and our efforts in that administration, we were able to convince the leadership of NANs that even though the leadership is going, they can reserve one for us. When the new leadership come around, then we can hand over to them for their use. This they obliged and they handed over the key to me since that very time. So we waited patiently to see the transition process concluded so that we can give it to the person that wins the election. And since the election has been won, we have noticed there's a little controversy and we are trying to take our time to observe what is what. We believe the stakeholders have done their findings and they have identified who is legitimate president of the organization. So for that reason, you as a chairman of the stakeholder in the North Central, which is the location of the vehicle, I am officially handing over this vehicle to you to give to the legitimate president of National Association of Polytechnic Students.
On behalf of the stakeholder of National Association of Polytechnic Students, Comrade Mohammed Energy, appreciate the federal government through the Office of the National Security Advisor, the SSA student engagement to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the good gesture that has been done to not just the NAPS but other sister bodies of student association in Nigeria by donating CNG buses for easy movement and easy activities of their unions.
On behalf of the stakeholders of National Association of Polytechnic Students, we want to first and foremost appreciate the federal government through the Office of the National Security Advisor, the SSA student engagement to the President for the good gesture that have been done to not just NAPS but other sister bodies of students as in Nigeria by donating buses, CNG buses for easy movement and easy activities of our association. We want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. President for his benevolence and as student leaders who are always looking for more. We hope that this is not just going to be the end, this is going to be the beginning of the good relationship between student and government. I want to, on behalf of the stakeholders of National Association of Polytechnic Students, present to you, Mr. President, a brand new bus, CNG bus that has been donated by the federal government to students. That of NAPS is here, and by the grace of God, with the power conferred on me as a stakeholder of this association, I hereby present the key to you.
While receiving the donated buses key on behalf of the National Association of Polytechnic Students, ably led by the leadership of Comrade Oyeomi Festus, the national president, he said he appreciates President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the CFR, the NSA, the National Security Advisor, the Office of the SSA Student, and the very son of Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Sheyi Tinubu, for finding the association worthy to benefit from the buses to ease the mobilization. As he said, as an Oliver Twist, he always asks for more. As he said, they are always ready to partner with government and with the President of the Federation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on things that will bring development to the student community and to the Federation at large.
On behalf of the National Association of Polytechnic Students, ably led by my leadership, Comrade Oyeomi Festus, the National President, we want to say a big thank you to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the NSA, the Office of the SSA Students, and to the very first son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Sheyi Tinubu, for finding us worthy to benefit from this from the bus to ease our mobilization. We say a big thank you to them. And like Oliver Twist, we always ask for more. we are always ready to partner with the governor, with the president of the federation, on things that will bring development to the student community and to the federation at large.